Calling to order the Public Infrastructure and Utilities Committee meeting. It is Wednesday, February 7th, 2024 at 3:30 p.m. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Vollmer. Alderwoman Keys.
Here.
Alderman Browning.
Present.
Alderman Aldridge. Chair Schweitzer.
Present.
Alderman Vollmer. Alderman Aldridge. We have 3 present. You have a quorum.
Thank you. We will now move to the approval of the minutes, and I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes from Wednesday, January 31st, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Vollmer. Alderwoman Keys.
Aye.
Alderman Browning.
Aye.
Alderman Aldridge. Chair Schweitzer.
Aye.
Alderman Vollmer. Alderman Aldridge. 3 aye votes.
Wonderful. By your vote, we have sustained the motion and approved the minutes of Wednesday, January 31st, 2024. Okay, normally I would start with the folks who are not on the committee for bills, but Alderman Sanye is still not here, so I'll, right? Okay, wonderful. So we will move to Board Bill number 208, item number 1. Vice Chair Browning, I will ask you to take over really quickly.
Happily. Alderwoman Schweitzer, when you make it up to the podium, you are recognized on Board Bill number 208.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So this board bill, if you don't mind, Madam Clerk, please reading the summary.
Board Bill number 208, introduced by Alderwoman Schweitzer, a board bill authorizing and directing the mayor and comptroller of the city of St. Louis to execute a permanent, irrevocable easement which shall give, grant, extend, and confer on the Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District, its agents, successors, and assigns the exclusive right to build and maintain a sewer or sewers, including stormwater improvements on the strip or strips of ground described in Lot A of Bellcrest Plat Book and containing an emergency clause.
Thank you so much. So as was discussed, this is allowing an easement so MSD can do some work in a specific location. And I do have Kurt Scobie of the Water Division here on the bill, if it's all right for him to come and talk a little bit more about what this is.
Absolutely. Mr. Scobie, you are recognized. I don't think we need to swear you in.
Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. You may proceed.
Hello. Thank you for having me here today and to speak on this board bill. MSD has needs of this easement for constructing I understand a stormwater sewer across this property owned by the Water Division. I think it's good for the public, and we appreciate the support to approve it.
Thank you. And I think the one interesting thing about this bill is the location. It's in the county, right? But somehow
Yes.
The Water Division owns it. So that's the kind of one goofy thing about this bill. You wouldn't think the city has anything to do with it, but it does. So that is the description of the bill and what it does. And I happily entertain any questions.
All right, we'll go down the committee. So Alderwoman Keys, do you have any questions?
Thank you, Mr. I guess co-chair. No, I do not have any questions at this time.
All right, Alderman Vollmer, do you have any questions?
No question.
I also do not have any questions. So Chair Schweitzer, you are recognized to close.
Thank you. I appreciate this. This is a bill that will help move work forward in our area to deal with some needed infrastructure improvements. So I appreciate your time here today, and I hope to earn your support for a do pass recommendation of Board Bill 2.
At this time, I will entertain a do pass recommendation for Board Bill 208.
So moved.
We'll count that as a second. So is seconded or moved by the Alderman from the 5th, seconded by the Alderwoman from the 11th. And Clerk, could you please call roll?
Alderman Vollmer. Alderwoman Keys.
Aye.
Alderman Browning.
Aye.
Alderman Aldridge. Chair Schweitzer.
Aye.
Alderman Aldridge. We have 4 aye votes.
Congratulations. And at this point, I think Alderwoman Saunier has joined us. So let's go ahead and hand the chairmanship back to you, Alderwoman Schweitzer.
Thank you, everyone. We will move to the Board Bill number 209. Alderwoman Saunier, you are recognized on Board Bill 209.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee. This is a speed hump bump. I know we're all very familiar with those. This one is to go near Shenandoah Elementary School in the 7th Ward. They are a school that is in a high residential area with a lot of traffic, and there's just been an ask by some community members and teachers and principal for some traffic calming measures, and we think it'd be a great place for a speed bump.
Thank you very much. And we have no public comment on this, correct?
We have none.
Okay, great, thank you. We'll move through members of the committee for questions. Alderman Vollmer? No questions. Alderwoman Keys?
Thank you, Madam Chair. No questions.
Vice Chair Browning?
No questions.
And I also have no questions. I'm always happy to support speed humps around schools, so thank you. Alderman, you are recognized to close.
Thank you. Just thank you all for you all's time here today. It was lovely to see some of you all earlier, including the staff. And with that, I just ask for a do pass recommendation.
Thank you. With that, I will entertain a motion for a do pass recommendation of Board Bill.
Second.
Second.
Any call for previous roll?
Previous roll.
Hearing no objection to previous roll, we have passed Board Bill 209 with a do. Thank you. I guess it's up to me again on the bill. Thank you, Alderman Saunier. Thank you for being here. And I will turn it back over to my vice chair.
All right. Moving along at a good pace here. Alderwoman Schweitzer, you are now recognized on Board Bill number 210.
Thank you so much. Board Bill number 210, it may look very, very familiar to you, and it should. It is the exact same words of a bill that we heard several weeks ago now in the Pew Committee. This is a bill that reallocates unencumbered funds from the previous 20 wards to the new 14 wards based on a geographical overlap of the former wards. This bill has been in the Board of Aldermen for, like I said, several weeks without movement. And so what we found out from the Board of Public Service is that there are several projects across the city of St. Louis that will have delays in going to bid if the Board of Aldermen continues to delay this reallocation. So, it's my opinion that the Board of Aldermen needs to keep projects moving forward. And once I learned of that, I introduced a bill in order to make sure if the other bill was stalled for some reason or didn't end up passing, that this one would be able to happen quickly so that we don't delay projects that are much needed in our communities. So that's all this is. Hopefully the original bill with all of these, the exact same language does pass on Friday. If that does pass on Friday, then this bill will not move further past second reading, but this is just to make sure that today we get it out of committee so it can be second read on Friday. And then if it does need to keep moving, then we're not further behind. So that's all this does, and I really appreciate your time hearing this bill.
Thank you, Alderwoman Schweitzer. At this time, we'll go to the committee for questions. Alderwoman Keys, do you have any questions?
No questions. Thank you.
Alderman Vollmer.
I believe in golf they call this a provisional. You don't know if you're going to find your ball, so you hit another ball just in case when you go out and find it. So we're doing a provisional bill here.
Yes.
It's okay. All right.
Safety net. I like to think of it as a safety net bill.
Okay. All right. No further questions.
All right. I also don't have any questions. You are recognized to close.
Thank you so much. I understand this is quite unusual. I just want to make sure that no projects are held up on account of the Board of Aldermen, which I think we all share that feeling. So thank you very much for hearing this, and I hope to earn a due pass recommendation of this bill.
Okay. At this time, I'll entertain a due pass recommendation for Board Bill 210.
Second,
Moved, seconded, and a call for previous roll. Hearing no objection. Congratulations, Alderwoman Schweitzer.
Thank you all for continuing to be the most efficient committee at the Board of Aldermen, a title I take very seriously. We're trying to take it from the Legislation Committee. Moving on, I think I left my agenda up there, so can I? Thank you. We didn't have any public comment on that bill. I'm sure we didn't.
No public
Okay,
comment.
just wanted to say that for the record. We have no resolutions for review, no committee discussions, no written testimony. Any announcements? No announcements. I would like to excuse Alderman Aldridge for necessary absence. I would like to excuse Alderman Aldridge for necessary absence. Okay, thank you. And with that, I will accept a motion to adjourn. Call for previous roll. Hearing no objection to previous roll, we are adjourned. Thank you.